This podcast is brought to you on Roku and Fire TV by Pod Nation Podcast TV. Find us on X, Facebook, Instagram, or wherever podcasts are broadcast. Download our app and never miss a show with video on demand as well as exclusive content found only on Pod Nation TV.
In the not too distant future, way down inside Jimmy's garage, Nate Marchand and his nerdy pals are caught in a weird mirage. On the night before Jimmy's wedding day, Ichiro takes a nap and dreams away. He broadcasts all his fantasies and transforms the whole dang island to look back to the 1960s. Well, Nate'll watch a cheesy movie, a turtle movie from Japan. He'll have to sit and watch it all so he can be his friend's best man. Now keep in mind Nate can't control when Ichiro's dream will end, so he'll have to watch that turtle film with a couple of his G-fan friends. Podcast roll call. Nathan, Jimmy, Ichiro, Joe. Oh yeah! Worried about C&D letters and other legal facts, just repeat to yourself, it's under fair use, I should really just relax. MIFV's episode 100.
Nate Marchand, personal journal. The last few days have been a whirlwind. Or is it a hurricane? Actually, they're called typhoons around here. Anyway, we had to leave Ubermogura in the care of the Norwegian Air Force at one of their bases. You'd think that probably bothered Jimmy, but he's been too Twitter-pated to care. Must be nice. Jet and I rode the Hyperloop from Norway to Monster Island with Rex Dart. It's not the first time I've used this underground network to get somewhere else in the world fast, and I doubt it'll be the last. When I set foot on the island for the first time in months, things felt different. It mostly looks the same, but there's an air of, I don't know, melancholy with the tourists and especially the employees. Moving the Korean kaiju to another island remains a controversy. Monsterland lost some visitors for that. Some of the remaining kaiju are missing their friends. One or two businesses have come and gone. Security is a bit tighter. Heck, there are TSA-style X-ray machines at all entrances to the island. Ozaki welcomed me and Jet back personally at a checkpoint, and he hinted that he was going to propose a special mutant security force to deal with future monster incidents. He also implied that the board had made him and Security Chief Gordon feel uneasy for months. But there was no time to worry about that. I had best man duties. Jimmy, I knew, would be tempted to interrupt Kaguya's bachelorette party at Nessie's karaoke night, so without even unpacking, I rushed to meet Jimmy at his garage. His bachelor party would be in a few short hours, and we had some last-second prep to do. As I entered, I saw Jimmy, who wore a tee that said, "I survived the war in space and all I got was this lousy shirt," speaking with an old Japanese man in the distance, standing in front of the still-damaged Mechanicon Mark II. Even from this far, I recognized the guy because he still wore a yellow hat. Ichiro Miki. I'd heard he was visiting the island to promote his latest children's book, which took place on the public domain version of Monster Island and featured a kaiju grade school. Well, that was the cover story anyway. Jimmy saw me coming and said one last thing to Miki-san, who wandered off as I walked up to Jimmy.
Nate, you are a lifesaver. Ichiro over there demanded a tour of my garage, and he would not take no for an answer.
You'd rather be here than the kaiju exhibits?
Nah, he says it's research for his next kid's book.
While I admire him monetizing his old childhood fantasies, shouldn't he be focusing on trying again to get his airline approved for a daily flight out to the island?
He says the board won't speak to him.
My paranoia will fixate on that later. Right now, it's concerned with this bachelor party. Oh, speaking of childhood fantasies, what side rooms are available? I'm gonna need a lot of space for the VR console.
I'd suggest the storage room down there, but, it's full. Suddenly. Like, really full.
Huh? With what?
I couldn't tell you. It's a high-tech chair, and it has something that kind of looks like a hairdryer helmet from a salon. I really don't know.
One of your contraptions?
Well, clearly not if I don't know what the helmet is, Marchand. It sure wasn't there before we left on the world tour.
What is it?
Something I will, take apart and reassemble after my honeymoon.
Out of the corner of my eye, I glimpsed Old Man Ichiro wandering through a side door. I didn't think much of it at the time. The next few hours were a blur as I ordered food from Pudgy Pig's Pizza, set up 4 VR consoles, moved a big screen TV into the lounge room, and scheduled screenings of Jimmy's favorite movies. The War in Space, obviously, Star Wars A New Hope for nostalgia, Monster Zero for his spirit animal, and Gamera vs. Viras, the most important chapter of his life. I guess. Jimmy's groomsmen, Raymond, Gary, Jed, and Ricky arrived, but I did convince Jimmy to let me invite a few of my friends to the party since they were already coming to the wedding, but only Joe came.
Where's the food? I was promised food.
It's coming. Don't worry.
I came a long way for this, and I'm starving.
I'd fail as Jimmy's best man if I didn't feed the horde. I got this.
You didn't cook Gamera, did you? I know he's full of turtle meat, but I'm not that hungry.
Joe, Monster Island is a zoo, not a farm.
My stomach says otherwise.
Oh, good Godzilla, do I... That should be the pizza. I'll go get it. The rest of the guys are in the room down by the Moonlight SY3.
The what?
The big airplane with 4 wings.
Ah, got it.
We walked in opposite directions. I answered the door and faced my first big problem of the day.
I must bring you pizza!
The space squid held the many large pizzas in his numerous tentacles.
Oh, mother trucker, you work for Pudgy Pigs now?
No! Viras come as representative on board for wedding. He play organ on big day.
Did Jimmy make this decision?
No! Board mandate.
Of course.
Wedding good PR for island. That why Viras here.
All right. Just give me our pizzas and...
No! Viras come in.
We don't need a babysitter.
Viras come in or...
You lob off our heads. It's your solution for everything.
It best management style.
Yeah, if you're the Queen of Hearts.
Who?
Just give me the pizzas and please stay out of our ways.
Against my better judgment, I let Viras in and took the pizzas to the game room. Joe, Jed, and Ricky were debating which VR game to play, and Jimmy, Raymond, and Gary came to meet me. Gary was dressed casual, jeans, sneakers, striped t-shirt, while Raymond's version of casual was a gray suit with no tie.
Hey, FYI, there's a rock-stupid space squid in the hangar.
Just another day on Monster Island.
Sorry, I should have warned you he was coming. He and I have a history, so, he invited himself.
I think the board saddles him with the work they don't want to do.
I know the feeling. Don't say that, Gary. You just won your first big case.
Say what?
You didn't hear? Raymond had me represent psychedelia in court last week. He spent months gathering evidence, researching legal precedents, and interviewing Miss Wegner to present her case before the judges at the district court in Tokyo. Since she didn't actually murder anyone and is working towards physical and mental rehabilitation, they agreed to give her a reduced sentence, as in house arrest on Monster Island, so long as she continued her treatments there.
Well, it wasn't that hard if you've read Murdoch's Law in a certain way. That book pertained to superheroes specifically, but it can be applied to supervillains too if you really think about it.
And Jim Crackers, you made me proud.
Raymond put his hand on Gary's shoulder.
Yup. You're like the son I never had.
Really?
You bet your life. Now, let's celebrate. How do these electronical aviator goggles work again?
Okay, Boomer. Let me show you. Again.
Gary led Raymond over to the others, and Joe proceeded to give our old-timey lawyer a crash course in VR. I huffed and walked over to the table and plopped the pizza boxes on it.
You okay, man?
I'll be fine.
Are you sure about Jimmy?
Ricky came up behind Jimmy, grabbed his hand, and shook it fervently.
I'm so proud of you, you big mook. You stuck by the ex-lady when nobody else would have. Thanks, Ricky. No, hear me out here. Trust me, you jumped some hurdles too tall for some married couples, but from one married man to a soon-to-be married man, let me tell you, it gets harder, but better.
I was too upset to make the obvious comment.
Thanks, Ricky. I appreciate that, but Kaguya's a lucky chick. You're one in a million, Jimmy. You know that, do you? 'Cause you are. You really are. Where you going for the honeymoon? We're planning on taking a lunar safari. You crazy dog. How'd you afford that? Well,
Gary, why are we playing a superhero simulator? We are superheroes.
Raymond, he means lawyers are superheroes, folks. Nothing is here.
Nate! Where are you? Nathan!
I ignored Jimmy and stormed out. I crossed the hangar, barely dodging Viras, and went to the lounge room with the huge TV. Ironically, I walked in just as Jimmy was shot down by the Messiah 13 aliens. I grabbed the remote and hit the mute button. Then I sat on the sofa and buried my face in my hands. I don't know how much time passed. It's probably just a few minutes. But I soon heard two sets of footsteps enter the room.
Hey, Nate, you need to talk?
Yeah, inquiring minds want to know. The rest of the guys are worried.
Just give me a few minutes, and I should be fine.
Okay, if you say so.
No, Joe, just one moment. Nate, we know you've had a rough year, and,
A wave of light subtly flashed through the room. My head buzzed and my body tingled. Joe, Jimmy, and I all froze in silent bewilderment for several pregnant seconds.
The frick?
What was that?
Don't look at me. That was weird even for me. And I survived the war in space.
We suddenly noticed our clothes had changed. Jimmy wore a leather jacket over a white V-cut shirt, blue jeans, and leather boots. Joe wore a striped shirt, black trousers and shoes, and a beret.
Why are you two suddenly cosplaying James Dean and Andy Warhol?
You tell us, Fred Jones.
I looked down and saw I was wearing a white shirt, blue jeans, and a colorful ascot.
Hold the phone.
I shot to my feet.
I bet the squid knows.
I pushed past Jimmy and Joe and barged into the hangar, barely noticing out of the corner of my eye that Mechanicon Mark II suddenly looked like the vintage Mark I model. I was too focused on Viras, who stood with a tentacle resting on his chin, his eyes staring at the ceiling.
Akira Haraguchi claimed to hold the world record for reciting pi to the 100,000th digit. Pshaw! I will recite it to the millionth digit as a warm-up for playing the organ at the human and Zillion's wedding. In fact, my concerto is a recitation of pi in musical tones. Only the most brilliant listeners will discern this, but for those limited by vocal constructions, I will practice by speaking the numbers out loud without interruption. And, unlike Haraguchi, my record will be official. 3.141.
Since when could he get lost in thought and not a paper bag?
I heard Jimmy and Joe walk up behind me.
Let's see what's happening outside. Joe, you check on the rest of the guys.
Out of sight.
I followed Jimmy to his garage's entrance. What I saw was... I'm not sure how to describe it. We saw most of the same buildings in the neighborhood, and a few we didn't see were replaced with green hills. The people we saw walking around looked straight out of the 1960s. Tie-dye shirts, short dresses, and go-go boots. And I swear every kid wore a bright yellow ball cap. But the weirdest thing was everything had this filter on it that only amplified the already loud colors.
Why do I feel like we were yanked from Kansas into Oz?
I'm sorry, I can't hear you. Over my swinging nostalgia high.
Yeah, sure, Michael, but...
A kaiju with bumpy teal skin, a feline face, and 3 horns atop his head surrounded by tufts of yellow hair appeared in the distance in the monster zone. Surprisingly, the crowd just kept going about their business as if they didn't see him.
Gamera? How's that possible? He's not even real!
That Oni or mutated toad or whatever suddenly looked right at us.
I think he heard you.
Not yet.
But just as that angry goober started stomping toward us,
Thanks, Big G. I guess. What on Godzilla's green earth is...
Hey, misters!
Jimmy and I spun around and saw a little Japanese boy wearing a blue jacket, shorts, and one of those yellow caps looking up at us with bright eyes, a huge smile on his face. I recognized him instantly. Again.
Ichiro?
That's me! What are your names?
Jimmy and I exchanged puzzled looks and shrugged.
I'm Nate.
And I'm Jimmy?
Nice to meet you. I didn't know grown-ups could come to Monster Island.
Have you looked outside?
No, it's kinda scary. Gabara's trying to get even with me and Minya.
Is he?
Yep, but Godzilla will keep me safe.
Yeah, we saw.
I'm bored. Wanna watch a movie?
Jimmy and I exchanged another puzzled look.
Sure.
Yay!
The kid led us past Viras, who I think was up to the 500 digit of pi, and back to the lounge. Joe was waiting for us there. He looked at Ichiro, confused.
Ichiro, wait for us in the room.
Okay.
Who's the kid?
Long story short, a very imaginative Kenny.
I'm so confused.
I am the president of that particular club.
Is he the grandson of the old man sleeping in the other room?
They're the same person.
You're giving me a migraine.
Just do me a favor and watch Ichiro for a minute. Jimmy and I need to go check on the old square.
Groovy.
We parted ways. Jimmy and I entered the storage room a moment later. We found old man Ichiro sitting in that weird chair with the hairdryer-looking helmet on his head. His sealed eyes were moving rapidly, and he had the biggest smile on his face. In other words, he looked to be having the happiest dream ever. Jimmy immediately opened a side panel on the device and spent several minutes examining it.
Is this thing some sort of, I don't know, dream machine?
My educated shot-in-the-dark guesstimation says... yes. Absolutely.
Who would build this? Why is it here?
Your guess is as good as mine, but all I can tell you is that this thing is drawing a tremendous power from the island's electrical grid. It's projecting Ichiro's colorful fantasies out onto the entire island.
That explains why Gamera is here and why everything and everyone looks and talks like it's the 1960s. We're living in this man's nostalgia. Kid Ichiro must be his avatar in this dream. Little did I know Viras was a genius before Gamera froze him and dropped him in the ocean.
Yeah, Masao and I have been trying to figure that one out since the board was outed. On the bright side, there are far worse dream worlds we could have gotten stuck in.
Yeah, but could you switch this one off?
Well, that's where the bad news comes in. This tech is completely beyond me. I might accidentally kill Ichiro if I unplug the wrong thing.
But we don't know how long this dream will last or if anyone can enter or leave the island now.
Hold on, there's some good news. I'm looking at what appears to be an objective on this readout here. It says, watch entire kaiju movie with friends. Maybe he'll wake up if he completes it.
A plan is better than no plan.
I glanced at my watch.
Huh, lucky for us, Destroy All Planet should be starting soon.
The dubbed version of Gamera vs. Virus? Oh, you shouldn't have.
You're welcome. Plus, I figured a few of us might enjoy riffing it during the party. Sounds like we have to in order to maintain our sanities until this dream ends.
I can think of worse ways to spend my bachelor party than reliving some good memories. For once.
Jimmy and I hurried out the door to the lounge, where we found Joe and Ichiro watching Venus explode on the War in Space.
Well, Joe, if you want to get out of this kid's far-out dream world, you'll have to tap into your inner Joel Hodgson and watch one of only 2 classic Gamera movies not riffed on MST3K.
Lame.
Just go with it, weeb. This lonely kid needs some friends.
If you say so.
Let's roast some turtle meat. We got movie sign! All right, Kaiju Lovers, hit play in 3, 2, 1. Let's go, Gamera!
There is a house in Dai Film they call the Rising Sun, and it's been the ruin of many a poor boy. And God, I know I'm one. Yeah, I bet you didn't think I could sing.
They glued 5 bees together to make a friendship bracelet? The fiends!
Early hypnosis was weird.
Someone clogged the toilet again. Looking at you, Steve.
Wait. Hold on. You activated the radar screen for something that you already saw by having the radar screen already activated, but it wasn't activated? I love this film.
It's mostly harmless.
Thanks, Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Take notes. There will be a quiz at the end of the movie, kids.
The Science Central molecule models. Shut up, Ghidorah. Wrong franchise.
Oh my god, does this thing just turn off when you're not looking at it? Is it like motion sensor? Maybe it's a clapper? I don't know.
Krang warned me about him.
Move like a butterfly, sting like a bee.
Ha! You missed me!
This is not a drill.
Come back, Ali.
Oh, this car wash has turtle wax.
The baby Gamera struggles to be born after getting gassed by the mutinous space bee. Nature truly is beautiful.
I remember the original version of the Death Star run very differently.
That's all, punks!
Our one weakness, Kaiju halitosis!
You know, I totally had a beach ball just like this in kindergarten. I did, totally did.
Here's Gammy.
Bye, I'm taking these tickets to see the Borderlands movie, and I'll be the only one there!
When Chew Toys attack.
Aw, where's our daddy planet?
Huh. Fire can burn in the total vacuum of space? Who said Gamera isn't educational?
Burninating the outer space, burninating the aliens.
John Cena? Slim Shady? Inigo Montoya? Earl? What is it? Oh, it's Gamera. It's Gamera.
Let's go, Jimmy Crane!
Jimmy Crane! Jimmy Crane! Jimmy Crane is really neat. Jimmy Crane, he likes to tweet. You've been reading Jimmy Crane. X, ships, mechs, space, war, death, jet, fun.
Boy, President L is kind of a jerk, and Keela's really dumb too. We are all stuck in Ichiro's crazy dreams, but do we complain? No!
No!
Hell yes.
Huh? So we hike all over the place and talk of 100 wonderful casts.
Everybody now, Kaguya is really sweet. Without her, I am incomplete. Now we have a wedding sign.
That's not how it goes.
Stop changing the lyrics, Jimmy.
I can't help it. I'm in love.
Theodore Tugboat after the war.
Quick, chase them down so we can sell them popcorn.
Huh.
And Gamera was his name, oh, G-A-M-E. Huh? What's the rest? Now go fend off that bear stealing our picnic baskets, kids.
You pick them over us anyways.
Was that a threat or...
The soup?
Get lost, nerd.
My name is Mandrake, thank you. Our future whipping boys.
Drop and give me 50, Baka.
And then Jesus said, leave the 113 with the Boy Scouts, teenage girl leaders, and find the other two.
I love it when I hear them say my name in the movie.
Meanwhile, at Shenanigans R Us...
Is Waldo here?
Jimmy from NASA, at your service.
More like Jimmy from Scout Association of Japan.
Don't say it.
Say what?
The obvious joke.
But it's funny.
No.
No, but you see, it's a submersible. It's painted in a particular primary color and...
No, we don't all live there, and Ringo isn't our captain.
Party pooper.
See? The Boy Scouts steal adult toys.
Bandai would totally mandate a model kit of this.
Yeah, let's invert the y-axis.
The damn bunny stole it again.
Fine, I'll revert the y-axis.
So I can give them a spanking. How many steps have I gotten today?
That must be where the Cheetos are hidden.
This annoying Big Sister app is great.
Damn spam calls, always trying to buy my house. No!
Haha, starvation is funny.
Run away! Run away!
It hates me so much it ran away.
Jimmy, you flipped off everyone in Brazil.
Sorry, not sorry. I learned that from my father, Pecos Bill.
He was a hat rustler?
Damn right.
Five hours later.
First name Most, last name Generous. He had weird parents.
Masao, are you pondering what I'm pondering?
That I was named after a soup? Which one of you Kennys wants to drown first? Get in the submarine, Sinji.
I know nothing.
I'll push your buttons.
Pull some levers!
Anyone else feel like they're watching the Magic School Bus?
Wait, go back. Why are there 6 pedals if there are only 4 directions?
It's like a 10-year-old programmer screwed around with the controls.
Flight of the Bumble Sub?
I know what happened. Some psycho inverted the flight controls.
Sir, this is a submarine.
Hail, Kenny, full of grace.
Gas station sushi, never again.
All right, I'm just going to need you to walk in a straight line for me, please.
Haha, they nearly died because of us.
He still needs to install the surround sound.
No.
'Cause this is a Gamera movie and the kids are better at everything?
To fail.
Upward. I know I said a kid could operate this, but...
And then it was stolen by Xerox, Steve Jobs, and Bill Gates.
It's still better than yours.
Cause they'll be dead, hee hee.
Ha ha ha! Suckers!
I fixed problems I created.
Oh, those boys.
Oh, they got eaten by sharks. I'm so happy.
Oh no, my ex is calling.
Dive! Dive! Dive!
Until the warranty runs out.
This movie? No.
Open a window? On a submarine?
Okay, so Masao was kind of an idiot as a kid.
It's like we're in a giant fish tank.
And now we return to bumblebees in space.
Ring around the rosy, pocket full of posies.
Klinger just got a new dress, and the wounded will come in at 0500.
This is the Travel Channel, you idiots!
Oh, Florida. How nice.
Introducing the new Yellow Submarine by Power Wheels, officially licensed by the Beatles. Batteries not included. Not responsible for drowning.
I'm gonna sink this.
Haha, I'm gonna drown. I want to look at the bubbles. I love bubbles.
Oh no, I don't know what any of these dials mean.
Oh my gosh, it's Ibra. That was unexpected.
Hey kids, know any good dentists? My tusks haven't been cleaned in ages.
Whoa, either Jimmy's pockets work on cartoon physics or the Japanese Boy Scouts take the motto "Be prepared" really seriously.
Yes.
Hey kids, wanna race? If you win, I'm gonna eat you. If you lose, I'm gonna eat you. Either way, I won't be hungry.
Did you fart?
I don't care if you're driving, answer me!
Fix her, it didn't happen, right?
It's a back projection. Camera.
Oh, that tickles. Knock it off.
Heck yeah, I'm full of turtle meat. But does anyone ever ask what's been eating Gamera? No! Can't you tell I'm crying? I don't care if we're underwater. Stop laughing at me!
Meanwhile, back at the B-Cups.
They even put satellites on them.
We regret to inform you that we've sold out of Sampos. No.
Oh no, I've been caught in an array that catches things.
Oh my gosh, upon.
That was a terrible sitcom in the 90s.
Ow! Okay, let me do it again. Ow! Okay. Third time's the charm. Ow!
Well, poopy.
That's not good, right?
Oh, it's always about you, isn't it? What about what Gam Gam needs, huh?
Wow!
Don't say I didn't do nothing for you.
What, did the dub actor give up on the line?
Become the friend to all children, they said. It'll be great, they said. What they didn't tell me was that I'd be living in a bubble.
Gamera's been trapped in amber. Now we can get his DNA for John Hammond. Hope you don't mind us taking one more picture before you die.
Meanwhile, at the Tiger Balls,
What, no more bee jokes?
I don't want to beat a dead horse.
Joe groans.
Quick, before he finds a way to burst his bubble.
Jimmy, cue the stock footage.
Oh, very funny, Nathan. Very funny.
Well, he was born a coal miner's daughter.
Wait, that wasn't a joke about the stock footage?
No.
15 minutes of stock footage?
For now.
For now?
Yeah, this is the original US cut, so it's more like 17 minutes.
Okay, fine. If they're recycling footage from other Gamera movies, we're recycling Mystery Science Theater jokes.
Good idea.
You know what my friend Danny says? Imitation is the sincerest form of plagiarism.
Only if you don't give attribution.
Sure, Professor Loophole.
Paragon wants to know, why can't you say my name right?
Wait, I don't think this scene was in the MST3K episode.
Ha! No plagiarism for you, Marchand.
Challenge accepted.
Here I come to save the day.
crawling in my skin.
Baragon wants to know, do you bleed?
Yes, a lot. Round 1. Fight!
Baragon wants to know, do you want some Haikiba? Okay, fine. Don't have any Haikiba.
Yeah, that's right. Keep on stepping when I get up.
Thrill as two men in rubber suits stare at each other.
Whee!
Down, boy.
Baragon. Used. Tail whip. It's super effective.
Uh-oh, he's exerting his dominance by standing.
Brains.
Baragon wants to know, hey, look, squirrel.
Breathe in.
Yep, where's that squirrel?
Breathe out.
Baragon wants to know, will you burn down this historical landmark just to cook this lizard? That's a yes.
Hot damn.
You've managed to kill just about everyone else, but like a poor marksman, you keep missing the target. You're going to have to kill me, Gamera. You're going to have to come over here. All right, everyone, chill.
I'm your boyfriend now. Sorry, Joel.
Reloading. Last mag.
What cured the flying turtle? The Ice Age!
Baragon wants to know, is it cold outside, baby?
Freezer burn, my one weakness.
Ha 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 ha.
Sleep well, sweet Gamera.
Baragon wins. Fatality.
I'm not quite dead yet. Ugh.
Hey, Gamera, it's 10 p.m. You know where your Kennys are? I ate them. Thanks, Joel.
Baragon wants to know, does this annoy you?
Gamera, the hand of fate. Again, sorry, Joel.
Haikiba, ha!
Is his blood type grape jam?
Roll over.
Baragon wants to know, wanna change scenes?
Sure, try the lunge move again. I'm sure it'll work this time. Told you so.
I got your tail.
Gamera used flamethrower. It was super effective.
Tongue punch!
Retreat! Retreat!
Baragon wants to know, have you fallen and can't get up? Oh, crap.
You'd think Baragon would remember that Gamera has hidden jets.
All right, now watch the gammy. Watch the gammy.
I gotta go to the bathroom. I really gotta go. Stop the shot. I gotta go. We'll crush that bridge when we get there. Okay, now I'm mad.
So am I!
There's only one way to settle this. An awkward jump cut.
I'm wired. Again, sorry, Joel.
Kaiju splash pad!
Baragon wants to know, can you nuzzle?
No, that means he likes you. It's a little love nip.
If you think of them as two men in rubber suits, it's real sad.
Joel has no room to talk. He loves Super Inframan.
It's pronounced Gyaos, you pleb.
Clap, 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 clap your wings.
Gamera must be dizzy.
I'm Batman.
Ole! Who's the space bitch now?
Neither of them from outer space.
I had to get it in somehow.
The sign says no U-turns or wire work. That's weirdly specific.
U-turn!
Wire work.
This reminds me of the time I played midair chicken with the giant condor.
Who won?
I do not want to talk about it.
That means you lost.
I'll have you know the condor was coughing up his own feathers for weeks.
Right.
Wanton Kaiju Slaughter? Best halftime show ever.
More wire work. Money, money, money.
Huh?
Listen to MIFV episode 36 and you'll understand.
Insert shameless self-promotion joke here. Okay, even I'm gonna call BS on these aerial maneuvers. Only I can fly a kaiju like that.
Nipple gas?
Next time, cover them.
Gamera looks like my scratcher brush after I clean the toilet.
Well, Gals does kind of look like a flying turd, so it makes sense. It sounds like this. I really wish I listened to what my mother said when I was young.
Why? What did she tell you?
I don't know. I didn't listen.
Hey, any landing you can walk away from is a good one. I should know.
Got a real toehold on him. Thanks, Joel.
Stick your foot in my mouth.
Sounds kinky.
No, not my toe ring.
Obvious jump cut is obvious.
You have angered the sun god.
Thanks, Joel.
Yep, still angry.
Howie Scream impression for the win. I don't know who's going to get that one, but the right people will.
Man, Gamera is really tapping into his inner Tarantino here.
Pew! Pew!
Headshot. Double kill. Monster kill.
I'm out of here.
Come back here, I bit your bloody leg off.
Cowabunga!
And smash cut.
Get lost. This is my set.
Deep breath. Remember what your therapist said.
Hey, Gauss, your mother was Rodin and your father was Dracula.
I'm gonna have to kill him now.
Hey, I learned how to duck. Thanks, Joel.
Missed me? Well, sorta.
Gauss spans more projectiles than Cable in Marvel vs. Capcom 2.
No one spams more projectiles than Cable. Okay, guys, do a reflex save. DC 13 for half damage.
And retract. Prevent forest fires? You caused them, you bastard!
This is why you cover your asbestos nipples, Gauss.
Hey, no pushing in line.
Get the shell off my lawn.
Joe groans.
Did you just turn this into slash fic?
Man, Gamera is just going murder hobo with these monsters.
In Mother Russia, you are full of turtle meat and Gamera eats you!
Oh, yuck, tastes like taffy. What monster bleeds taffy? Oh, that's nasty.
Only slightly better aim than a stormtrooper.
I think you need some dance lessons, Gamera.
Ha! Missed me! Ha! Missed me! Missed me! Ow, my tail!
Wire work.
Hey, isn't this how Aeschylus died? Yeah, a pelican dropped a turtle on his head. Look it up.
Thanks, Joel.
Okay, I know I left it around here. Okay, where is it? There is it. There it is. Got it. Get stoned.
We have ignition.
I hate rock candy.
So much destruction of paper bridges.
I don't like where this is going.
Don't worry. Gauss likes it rough.
TMI!
Oh no, he's spraying dishwasher liquid.
He's discovered the eternal fountain of Pepto-Bismol.
He's got cream filling.
Thanks, Joel.
Who's the vampire now? I thought you liked it rough, Gauss. Not anymore, huh?
I'm still angry. Still angry.
Gauss, you are one ugly I'm just kidding, everybody. I'm not gonna go there.
One does not simply fly a giant vampire bird into Mordor.
I'm gonna throw him into Mount Doom.
I'll give up the One Ring. Just don't throw me in. Gauss, Gauss.
Indigestion is a volcano inside you.
Hey, weren't we in a volcano a second ago, or,
Oh, he's got the Pez jaw going. Every time he screams, a piece of candy comes out. Thanks, Joel.
Tickle, tickle, Kenny?
Well, this is great. It suddenly turned into a silent movie.
Fay Ray, he is not. Thanks, Joel. I think.
George!
Turtle power!
I'm a pterodactyl.
I have a mouth but cannot scream.
You know, in this high-definition TV, it's really something. Thanks, Joel.
Hit me in my soft underbelly, I dare ya. Wait, no, I was joking. Whoa, ow, ow.
Ew, primordial ooze. Thanks, Joel.
Now we'll learn its secrets.
I love how Gauss keeps shooting Gamera's wound in the exact same spot without making it worse.
That's it, Gamera. Rub some dirt in it. It'll fix anything.
Oh, it's an Oreo cookie. Thanks, Joel.
Take this, half shell.
Yoga flame.
Damn it, not again.
I could do this all day.
Yeah, not hit the broadside of a mountain. Here, see what I mean? I can't even singe a single tree. Ha ha.
Crush him, Gamera. Crush him.
Jeez, Joe, do you hate kids?
No, I hate Kenny's. There is a big difference. This reminds me I need to reshingle my roof when I get home.
Did I ever tell you about the time Gamera took me for a ride on his back?
When you were a kid?
No, last week.
I thought you were prepping for the wedding.
There's nothing more romantic than a ride on a giant flying turtle with your bride-to-be. Trust me.
Sorry, what'd you say? Can't hear you.
Get over here while it's still Ferris Wheel's day off. Thanks, Joel, I guess.
Close my eyes with that double vision.
That he somehow hasn't been arrested for yet.
Prepare the child cannon. We have an entire scout troop of ammo. No one believed you back then? Nothing's changed.
You made this with ChatGPT.
Yeah, but you can't really destroy all planets, no matter what the internet says.
Looks like a spaceship that got the Mario B power-up.
The USS Biatch.
Boy Scouts, scientists, and inexplicable female scout leaders. The world is saved.
Really? I thought it was Gorgo.
Hey, kids, I'm totally not a stiff parade float.
Oh, great. It's a whole army of Kennys. I'm going to hear nothing but Gamera cheers for the next 45 minutes.
Nuke 'em. Nuke, nuke, nuke.
Do 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 do.
I'm pretty sure that's a dumb-looking spaceship and not Gamera kids.
Death rays will make them sleep.
They trapped Jimmy and Soup Boy in half a Dragon Ball.
And the worst part was, it didn't grant wishes.
I hope this ultimatum finds you well.
Buddy, you just incentivized Gamera to wreck your ship.
Hey, I'm one of those kids.
Sorry, not sorry?
No pressure.
What, no concern for little old Jimmy? I see how it is.
Well, we tried.
Gamera leads the Macy's Day Parade.
Hey, what do you want? Whatever you say, boss.
Soup. Soup. Get to the building. That could easily collapse on us. Good.
Let's find Bill Nye. He can help us.
There's no crying. There's no crying in Boy Scouts.
But we're girls.
Oh, okay, fine.
Kamikaze! Just kidding.
He's landing in a giant litter box.
Kamikaze, just kidding.
Aw, damn it! Sand is rough and gets everywhere. I hate it. But not like you, spaceship. You're smooth.
Lee landing. Ba-dum tish. I know. Jimmy groans.
A backgammon board.
Wake up, you lazy American. Where's your work ethic?
Hey, who tweeted?
Not me.
Power Rangers.
Oh boy, I'm glad I came to the hospital today. This is going to be a great 20-hour shift, right, Steve?
Yeah.
Mitch?
Yep.
McLeod?
There's only one.
Oh, come on. Is this guy blind? Shwatch.
Last one to the flying tube eats worms.
I don't need a merit badge that bad.
Nobody escapes from Stalag 13.
No. I'm sorry. I have too much Stockholm Syndrome to do that. Whoosh.
Up, up, and away.
If failure were an Olympic sport, they'd be gold medalist.
Because adults are made of helium?
That looks like a honeycomb. These guys are bees.
Famous last words.
Oh no, I'm PTSDing about the Phantom Menace!
Get over it.
"7 years of med school for this."
That's a collector's edition Magic 8 Ball.
Shop at Target.
That's the big red button, right?
The Pinocchio laser. It gets longer the more it lies.
Fire the saddle lasers. Fire again.
I'm starting to think crawling is a bad position to be in.
Is he now? Stay on target.
Mazel tov, Gamera.
When blackmail fails, use mind control, kids.
What's that? Sing Born This Way by Lady Gaga? You're kidding me!
I would prefer not to, but when did anyone care about what I wanted?
Please keep all arms, legs, and wings inside the vehicle at all times. Joe groans. Are these alien conquerors or power mad kids with a new dog?
Who let the kaiju out? Woof, 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 woof.
It prefers Gary Berghoff screen, thank you.
What? Do I have to spell it out for you with a PowerPoint?
Like I said, Masao wasn't the sharpest knife in the Swiss armory. But he was bossy, jeez.
It's easy to be a ninja when the bad guys are idiots.
You hear something?
No.
Okay, me neither.
Nothing but glowing triforces.
And I did. One burger at a time.
Alien urine samples?
I guess so. Well, Mom only said don't take candy from strangers. She said nothing about orange juice or urine samples.
Tastes like iocane.
It does. I say that every time I get in the producer booth.
What?
I'm kidding! Calm down! Soap.
It was literally seconds ago. What the Farquaad is wrong with your sense of time?
What color is mine?
Nah, great, we triggered the alarm. Some thief I turned out to be.
The male nurse painters are back.
Blink 2 times if this movie is bad.
We call it Norton.
And a child shall lead Gamera. What else is new?
These guys knew even little Jimmy could kick their keisters. Oh yeah, strike a pose. Work it.
It's Nerf or nothing, and we choose nothing.
I guess they lost the key.
Well, this is called Destroy All Planets, so... I say that one to Marchand all the time.
And I always ignore you. Explains a lot.
Man, the bullying.
You have no idea.
And tea, Earl Grey, hot.
Masao's got some killing to do.
It's just some Atongo mushrooms. Darn.
I know because it sounds slightly different from all the other beeps.
Godzilla dropkick.
Oh, they're having a space kegger. That was awesome.
Or bottle feeding a baby kaiju.
Sneaky, sneaky, sneak, sneak.
This ship needs an enema.
He walked off camera.
It's like every other room except with the lights off.
He came all this way to steal Kenny's hat.
Don't mind me as I ominously descend in this cage.
Could it possibly be a space squid?
I doubt it.
I'm totally not evil. Not evil.
We can sell him to P.T. Barnum. Wild assumptions totally unsupported by facts and evidence. Raymond and Gary need to teach these kids some remedial logic.
Actually, it's a kitchen.
I would if it was Aslan.
And then eat our brains?
Or he read the script.
Why on Godzilla's Green Earth is Masao excited that the monster wants to help them? Doesn't he have any survival instincts?
About that.
I'm not laughing.
Hey kids, don't forget to get me some cigars.
Man, I need some Visine. So dry.
Time to cowboy up. I still make that face when I lasso Kaguya.
In the name of love.
Oh, M. Godzilla! It's Arms Fall Off Boy from Suicide Squad! I didn't know Nathan Fillion was a time-traveling actor!
Deadite mode deactivate.
It's a Ketty rap.
You what? Pick an insult!
All right, I'll cue up the stock footage.
To the right, to the right, to the right, Cupid shuffle!
Oh, damnera!
Joe groans.
These stock footage guys are allowed to talk? Consistency? Thy name is not destroy all planets.
I just can't get close to anyone anymore. Thanks, Joel.
Gamera, this is why you can't have nice things.
Hot damn, am I right?
Joe groans. Because you recycled a joke like an empty water bottle.
This movie was directed by Quentin Tarantino, too.
Oh, the humanity! The model homes are burning! I knew we should have made them CGI!
Is that a power plant or an erector set?
All right. The destruction's not good enough. Rebuild the models, folks. I want to see the papier-mâché buildings get stomped through.
Get in the way! Get in the way!
Take a ride on the merry-go-round of death. Still spinning. We get it.
I got first place by setting my diorama on fire.
Don't just throw the frisbee, be the frisbee.
To the left, to the left, to... Oh, damn.
Superman, where are you now?
End all planets. End all monsters while you're at it.
What's holding you two up?
Space duct tape works every time.
Ah, yes. Astronaut's secret weapon. Go Gadget Apple Watch. Is Matthew Broderick with you?
Well, you know, there are wars in the Middle East and Eastern Europe, the hole in the ozone layer got bigger, and aliens are invading. Otherwise, not bad.
That attitude is why I got more merit badges than Misao.
Just how much coffee can one space squid drink?
Glare harder.
Like a McRib.
Meanwhile, at B-Woman's bra...
So, Gamera's attack on Tokyo is a flashback?
Yeah, you can tell because it's in black and white.
More like purple and white.
Remember, kids, every kaiju attack leads to more jobs and urban renewal. A tragedy for citizens is a boon for the prefecture.
Yeah, I'm a one-turtle wrecking crew, baby!
Meanwhile, at the B movie...
Joe groans. Oh, he saw London, he saw France, he saw Rodin's underpants. Thanks, Joel.
It's Tokyo Tower, but we'll forgive him. Easy mistake.
Gamera stars in Seeing Red,
Reminds me of the finale of Mighty Joe Young.
which you can hear about in MIFV episode 58.
It's like a reflex with you.
If only we could, I don't know, climb up this thing?
Just do what I say, Gaijin.
This is Pizza Hut calling. Your order is on its way.
Oh, beehive.
Joe groans.
To be or not to be? That is the question. I know, Joe groans.
Not even hiding in stock footage can save you.
We'd show you, but we don't have the budget.
But Gamera bleeds a lot. And if it bleeds, we can kill it.
They were trouble from the start.
I call this PTA meeting to order.
Wow, are those really your parents, Jimmy?
No, Director Yuasa took some creative liberties.
Oh, I see.
That's why I'm not PTSDing. That and true love heals all wounds.
Your sap is giving me diabetes.
Great minds think alike.
I say we go with the needs of the many, like Spock says.
Those wars can wait.
One for Russia, one for Batman.
AT&T raising the bar my ass.
And then we nuke the kids. I mean aliens. I mean kids. Don't!
Like I never could.
All right, extras in the scout uniforms to the left and extras in the military uniforms to the right. Scientists at the top of the shot. Run in and out the door, people. Keep moving.
Jim, I'm pooping.
I am too. You might be wondering how I escaped that bar, but the truth is I learned the trick as a ballet dancer after I joined the Russian circus.
I'm calling BS on that.
Say what you want. I'm a well-traveled Boy Scout.
Sure.
If I die, take good care of my hat.
Hit the button because that was easy.
How much weight did he lose pooping?
This isn't considered intergalactic long distance, right? There'll be murder on their bill.
Dude, AT&T is charging us for this. Why are you calling us collect?
You change your underwear?
See, even the kids understand the importance of killing themselves. Their sacrifice for Japan will be long remembered.
Jimmy, was your dad a member of the Vincent Price Lookalike Club of Japan?
I don't want to talk about it.
Who's calling, Putin or Batman? He was publicly executed for not adding the top secret phone to the do not call list.
The needs of the many and nukes, right? Huh? Is the UN run by Neville Chamberlain? What the hell?
It's all your fault. I'll end up a slave girl for our calamari.
Gasp!
You know, normally I'd say these boys needed intervention, but this is the one time that catering to mental illness saves the world.
You forgot to mention it's yellow.
But it's part of my Scoutmaster job description.
Reverse the polarity. Why didn't we think of that?
Yeah, it's opposite day. Maybe Ukraine will take over Russia.
We now return to the stock footage, already in progress.
Ha ha ha. We're totally not in a Gamera movie where the bad guys get beat by precocious children who are sneaking around behind us. Ha 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 ha.
Depression is a colorless world where you live in your past. Talk to your doctor about.
Don't make me angry. You won't like me when I'm angry.
Ignore the fact that they escaped.
Someone took LSD and stared at a stained glass window.
With this music, I'm waiting for a giant gorilla to carry Pauline up a rickety building.
And then we shoved the square peg into the round hole.
At your fingertips, triangles.
This is what happens when you take LSD backwards.
This is the secret origin of Launch Octopus, isn't it?
Wait a minute, this looks like the same set. We're going in circles.
No, they're just trying to save money.
Jimmy, cue the theme song!
See, now our health bars are visible like in Mario 64.
Ha ha! Our merit badges and sabotaging alien technology finally came in handy.
Be happy.
Nap time.
Do you feel like your life is spent in a bubble? Join the Boy Scouts.
Meanwhile, at B-dubs,
Caffeine rush!
And now they appear closer than they actually are. Jokes are the only reason this movie hasn't killed me yet.
it's the audience.
We love you, Sandy Frank!
Anyone else craving Honey Nut Cheerios, or is it just me?
Yes, I do. Please stop yelling.
I pooped again.
All right, it's clobbering time!
Friend all children my tusk.
It's ninja time!
DoorDash!
You broke door, no tip for you 1 year.
Gamera's Inferno.
Kenny Power!
We're still selling that hallway technologies to an Italian plumber, right?
Flail your arms like this.
That was the worst semaphore I've ever seen.
Here's your favorite Hallmark Christmas ornament, Master.
That is our new quest objective.
Huh. It's the bargain basement Eye of Sauron.
Where's a giant cue ball when you need one? Right into the quarter pocket to hell, you squid-faced bastards!
So does this mean the movie's starting over?
The bar mitzvah is finally complete. Now you are a man, Gamera. Or turtle, I guess.
If only. Yeah, there's nothing in there that could kill us.
Jimmy Glare.
Just out of spite.
Jimmy glare intensifies.
Decapitate the proletariat!
That's how Viras ends all his emails to me now.
No, I don't. Care to explain?
So let me get this straight. The space squids kidnapped and killed 5 male nurses to wear as disguises. That's $10 million in student loans that'll never be paid back.
Man, after Pokey died, Gumby got really dark.
Yeah, and a lot weirder.
Rock sliding Joe?
This movie needs no help with deep hurting.
Pay no attention to the squid behind the green screen.
You think the little one regrets his life choices?
I think we all regret our life choices. To hell! Wow, Junior Asparagus grew up to be a supervillain. Who knew?
Hey, look, an octopussy!
Go to shell. Little bit of villain humor there.
What happened to the kids' plan for noble suicide? I like that plan.
Why do you hate me so much?
Your name was Kenny. You legally changed it.
Give Uncle Gammy a hug. 4.
Aw, man, I picked a heck of a time to quit smoking.
On us.
As you wish.
Hey, they made homemade hot nuts.
We're cheerleaders.
Do these kids think they're Gamera's Pokemon trainer?
Pokemon wouldn't exist without us.
Gamera's really channeling his inner Chef Ramsay here.
If you can't take the heat, get out of the movie.
Why are you still alive?
Gah, I was looking forward to some grilled asparagus. I just got a new recipe from HelloFresh. All I'm missing is butter. Get back here, Junior!
Viras cast Scope.
Okay, Gamera. You need to roll against Virus's grapple attack. It's a strength D20.
Does a natural 20 work?
Yes. Instead of pulling you into the water, you rip Virus off of the rock he was in and throw him back on land.
Oh, that looks like the virus plushie I had as a kid.
It is the Virus plushie you had as a kid.
It's like watching a banana peel itself in reverse. From hell's heart, I stab at thee. Oh no!
I'm gonna hentai you up.
Not my alien unmentionables! We were kidding!
Oh, I have so many jokes, but there's a child present. So not today, Satan!
That's my line!
That's using your head?
Bad Gamera. Bad Gamera.
Oh no! If only I was a ninja, I wouldn't end up on my back like this!
Our superpower was yelling Gamera's name to give him strength.
We know, Kenny! Viras, ultimate frisbee champion.
You might be wondering how I... Oh, no. Not again. Call your doctor if you have a pointy head for more than 4 hours.
Sure, but you try playing a literal Squid Game and see how you do.
We will rock you!
Joe groans. Oh, nice form, but there was too much splash. 7.5, 7.5, and 5.5 from the Russian judge.
Just keep swimming, just keep swimming.
This isn't my natural environment.
Then what is?
Space, you turtle meathead.
Now just give me a second to bite your string here.
Oh, the perils of high definition.
Gotcha, bit.
Family show, Marchand.
Right. Jet's not here for censorship.
Going up.
Cowabunga, dudes! I'm surfing Viras all the way to Tokyo Bay!
This gives a whole new disturbing meaning to the term motorboating.
Yeah, our cheers needed a little work.
You think?
Checks in the mail, baby.
Still better than the paddle boat in Godzilla vs. Megalon. This is why Virus needs seatbelts.
For Germany! For the Führer!
How hard did I hit you on the head?
Shut up, Poland! I've been invaded!
So has the audience.
Wait, who's moving? Viras or Gamera?
Yes.
Peekaboo.
Nate, I thought you told me this was a family movie. And so far, all I've wanted to do is kill these kids. And then this happened.
Kids, what are you doing? You have to be at least 18 to see this.
If you say so.
Ah, it smells terrible.
And it just dawned on me how weird this film is. It's kind of goofy. Thanks, Servo.
Gamera, hero on the half shell.
Joe groans.
I think we've exhausted the Ninja Turtle jokes.
Oh, thank God.
Remember to freeze dry your asparagus before cooking it. Now, the preferred method is to fly it into the upper atmosphere using your rocket-powered turtle shell, but if you can't do that, you can put it in the freezer overnight and it'll be ready tomorrow for cooking.
Do a barrel roll.
Spinderella!
I'm a pretty ballerina.
You spin me right round, baby, right round.
Like a record, baby, right round, round, round. It was at this moment Viras knew he'd effed up.
The new Virus ice pick from Bandai.
Every shot in this movie loiters like a hobo in a Walmart parking lot. See what I mean? Still going. And going.
And that's how Gamera fixed catastrophic climate change.
No boy, oh boy. Just look at that off-camera tennis ball.
Double, double, toil and trouble, Virus. Burn an ocean bubble. You're right, Jimmy. This has more padding than a half-empty Amazon box.
About that.
Our adoring public has come to send us to our rooms for helping Gamera.
You are what? Out of line? Out of movie? I need context!
Even now, the women in my life deprive me of supper for saving the world.
For real?
Hell no! Kaguya's way cooler than Masao's sister.
Bye, Kenny from NASA.
It's Jimmy.
Not in this movie.
Hey, I'll have you know, I was awarded Kenny of the Year.
By who?
Doesn't matter. You know what does? The most important chapter of my life is about to begin.
Yeah, hopefully we got wedding sign.
No flying turtles were harmed in the making of this motion picture. Scout's honor.
Yippee! I love this movie!
I don't.
Hey, all that matters is we finished it.
And now, I can get married.
James!
We all looked toward the door. There stood Kaguya in her black and gray Zillion uniform. I swear, Jimmy's eyes bugged out of his head.
I have been waiting for you to meet me all night.
Jimmy, tonight was supposed to be for the guys, and it's bad luck to see the bride before the wedding.
There was another sudden flash. I blinked my eyes to clear my vision and looked around. Little Ichiro was gone and our clothes returned to normal. But...
Wait. You're actually wearing your uniform, Kaguya?
Yes? James asked me to wear it.
I shot a glare at Jimmy.
So,
I don't want to know.
I rest come again. Fear my octopoidal fury.
How'd you get around Calamari Face back there?
I am pretty. And I threatened him with the Zillion ray gun James gave me as an early wedding gift.
Second Amendment for the win!
Raymond, Gary, and Ricky all walked up from behind Kaguya.
What happened, Marchand? I was having fun wearing the duds I had as a young man.
Well, a younger man.
Yeah, but you kept trying to prosecute me.
Well, you sort of turned into a plaid-wearing gangster.
Indeed, you went full James Cagney.
Who's that?
You Philistines, watch some good movies.
Sure, Grandpa, but now let's get this man to the chapel. Live from the KIJU studios in beautiful Ogasawara, it's the Monster Island Film Vault, episode 100. You are cordially invited to the wedding of Jimmy and Kaguya. Hello, Kaiju Lovers, and welcome to the Monster Island Film Vault, a podcast seeking entertainment and enlightenment through tokusatsu. I am your host, Jimmy Crane's best man, Nate Marchand. As you heard, thanks to the Hollow Earth Hyperloop network created by Apex, I was able to return to Monster Island for the happiest of occasions, my best friend's wedding. Yes, after a whirlwind of a courtship, my intrepid producer and his Zillion bride tied the knot over the weekend. They're now honeymooning, no pun intended for once, on a lunar safari in the Sea of Tranquility. Tourists will be disappointed that the SY3 isn't on display this week. Or next week. But hey, Jimmy owns the thing and needed a way to fly to the moon. But not only was I Jimmy's best man, I was also his documentarian for the wedding. I'll be sharing audio and some interviews from the event in this special episode. But it almost didn't happen. I won't bore you with all the details because the events of Ichiro Miki's visit and his imagination enveloping the island, thanks to a mysterious machine kept in Jimmy's garage, is well documented. The origin and purpose of this device remains under investigation. So I'm told. Honestly, I'm amazed the old guy is only a part-time children's author after all that. But yes, this would have deterred a lesser man, but not Jimmy. I call him my intrepid producer for a reason. Having survived a bachelor party nearly ruined by the dream field, Jimmy managed to get a few nervous hours of sleep before meeting me and his groomsmen, Raymond Martin, Gary Stewart, Ricky Becker, and Jet Jaguar, all names you know well, at his garage for final prep. While all of us wore tuxedos, including Jet, which was surreal to see, Jimmy proved that you can take the man out of the Air Force, but you can't take the Air Force out of the man by wearing his vintage uniform. Yes, he still had it stashed away, and best of all, it still fit. The Monster Island Chapel, where the wedding took place, was filled with our friends and, well, acquaintances from the island. More on that later. And all the past guests from the podcast. Since both Jimmy and especially Kaguya were a bit low on family and friends, they had to broaden their horizons for the guest list. All things considered, it still worked out. Heck, an infamous shroom-loving scientist even remembered to shower before coming. The chapel's electric organ was played by the board's enforcer, Viras, and brilliantly. I guess his musicianship wasn't just Dreamfield bravado. He was there as the board's representative, so I get the feeling the board didn't want him around their office. Actually, I feel a bit sorry for him. Anyway, the chapel was decorated with lotus flowers. Jimmy and Kaguya chose these because the lotus is commonly seen as a symbol of rebirth and new beginnings. Not only did their wedding mark a new chapter in their lives, but both of them have died and resurrected, Jimmy more literally, before meeting each other. It was a beautiful sight. Almost as beautiful as Kaguya when she walked down the aisle escorted by Raymond as Viras played the Monster Zero March. Raymond exonerated Kaguya of zillion war crimes in court, so in a way, he was the closest person in her life to a father. Kaguya's black and gray dress with gleaming silver studs was stunning, and it was the first time I'd seen her let her hair down completely, and now it goes beyond her shoulders. In front of them was Crystal Lady's little pet/sidekick Mimo, who you may recall is a little offshoot of Mothra Leo. Since he's male and pretty, he served as both the flower girl and ring bearer. Instead of dropping petals, he sprinkled his magical Mothra dust. The tiny pillow with the rings he carried on his back. Kaguya's wedding party, I should mention, had to be selected from among her friends on the island since Kaguya, as a Zillion refugee from the time of Planet X's invasion, had no friends of her own. She chose my pseudo-sister, Jessica Shaw, as her maid of honor, and her bridesmaids included the Shobajin, Maul and Laura, Carone Caymanley, formerly known as Miss Perkins to us Monster Islanders, and, to my surprise, Bonnie Lass, the bartender at the Markalite Lounge. Apparently she and Jessica have become good friends, so she got Bonnie added as a bridesmaid to even out the numbers. They contrast to Kaguya by wearing bright, floral pattern kimonos, inspired by Kumi Mizuno's costume in Ebra Horror of the Deep, or Godzilla vs. the Sea Monster. Both Kaguya and Jimmy are fans of that actress. Because reasons. Reverend Mifune speechified about marriage and how it brings us together and is sacred before God. Jimmy and Kaguya exchanged their rings, blah, blah, blah. The big moments happened during the vows. Jimmy and Kaguya wrote their own and recited them before the Reverend got to the usual vows. Hey, Jet! Play clip 1.
Kaguya, the
The fact that I'm here today is a miracle. I should have died on Venus years ago. As far as I know, I did. Maybe I did. It's one of the many things in my life I'm uncertain about. Despite reveling in that on occasion, I can't even trust my own memory sometimes. I've seen things. I've seen too many things. Both wondrous and horrifying. But, ironically, nothing as wondrous or horrifying as you. They laugh because they understand. Love is a paradox among paradoxes, and trust me, I should know, it's wonderful and scary. Because when you love someone, you give them the power to save or destroy you. But as someone who should have died, but didn't, it's worth the risk. Because here you are, and here I am. And I can't think of anywhere else I'd rather be. Because even though I don't know if I lived and died and lived again, I know now that I lived for you.
I am sorry. The emotions are so powerful. I am overwhelmed.
Take your time.
When you found me, I was confused and impossibly alone. The words of the controller were gone, and the silence in my mind was a nightmare. But you taught me to speak for myself. And when my mind was filled with my own voice, I heard yours. To the controller, I was a cog in his machine. But to you, I am a treasure. And now, I will never be alone again.
Beautiful. Jimmy, do you take Kaguya to be your lawfully wedded wife, to have and to hold from this day forward, for better, for worse, for richer, for poor, in sickness and in health, to love and to cherish, until death do you part?
I do.
Kaguya, do you take Jimmy to be your lawfully wedded husband, to have and to hold, from this day forward, for better, for worse, for richer, for poorer, in sickness and in health, to love and to cherish until death do you part?
I do.
Then, by the power vested in me, I now pronounce you husband and wife. What God has joined together, let no one separate. You may kiss the bride.
I've heard a few people cynically say Jimmy and Kaguya couldn't last. Honestly, I worried about them. Being cooped up in a giant robot for months on a glorified fetch quest will do that. But I've seen them overcome challenges that would destroy most couples. But what did you expect from a guy who miraculously survived a space war and an alien gal who learned how to, well, embrace her humanity? So after the mandatory photo shoots, we made the quick trip to the Marklight Lounge for the reception. Nessie's Brasserie did the catering, although Mr. George III was nowhere to be seen. He had a few of his employees, including an effective but much older replacement for Bonnie, deliver the food. I can't say I missed him. Kevin Gomera entertained us with some classic love songs sung in the most authentic Rat Pack style. And then it came time for my best man speech. Jet, play clip 2. You'd think I, of all people, would never be at a loss for words. But every time I sat down to write this speech, well, the words get stuck in my throat. Oh, come on, you expected any less from me? But anyway, in a year that saw Jimmy be jailed for finding a pretty girl in a spaceship. Yeah, because his best friend opened his big mouth. And get his favorite mecha wrecked and be sent on a wild kaiju chase and a giant walking junk pile. But hey, it's his giant walking junk pile. All the while helping that girl, as cliche as it sounds, find herself, well, couldn't have happened to a better guy. Aww. And Kaguya, as tough as things got between you and Jimmy while we were off gallivanting across creation, I've never seen Jimmy this happy. Ever. You brought a joy into his life he lost and desperately needed. I've rarely seen such a perfectly matched couple. Jimmy? Kaguya? You shall overcome. Normally, I'd probably end there because it's kind of perfect. But I wasn't the only one who congratulated the couple. I interviewed a bunch of guests during the party, so Jimmy and Kaguya had plenty of well wishes to hear on their way to their honeymoon. Play clip 3, Jet!
Raymond and Gary here. Congratulations, Mr. Crane and Mrs. Crane.
Yeah, congratulations.
I hope you have a happy life, but if you ever need a divorce, call the legal action team.
Raymond, what the heck?
Well, statistically speaking,
Kaguya and Jimmy are gonna live happily ever after, right?
Hey there, this is Ricky. Way to go, you two. Way to go. Kaguya, you keep that mook in line. He's crazy. But then again, so are you. Eaten by Pulgasari. Good lord, how in the world did that go down? That's insane.
Jessica here. I'm so happy for you guys. Jimmy, I always liked you more than Baka. And Kaguya, someday, I want to be just like you. You two are so perfect for each other. I'm jealous, honestly. Thank you for making me your maid of honor.
Hi. I'm Bonnie. I don't know Jimmy or Kaguya that well, but I was honored to be a bridesmaid. I hope you two have a wonderful life together. We should hang out more. Bye! Yahtzee!
I just wanted to give you my congratulations. You know, love is a beautiful, beautiful thing. Yes, yes, like a flowering flower, or perhaps a beautiful mushroom sprouting forth from the disturbingly disgusting soil beneath our very feet. I hope you enjoyed my metaphor. Have fun on your honeymoon.
Kevin Gomera, owner of the Markalite Lounge, and your entertainment for the evening. I've rarely seen two kids as in love as you. Like old Blue Eyes said, love and marriage go together like a horse and carriage. This, I tell you, brother, you can't have one without the other. Thank you. Thank you.
In Mother Russia, weddings are called Soviet Unions. Yes, Sputnik, in America, weddings should be called a United States. Sputnik is best rimshot butt, no?
Hey there, Rick Stardust, Eskimo Spy. Just wanted to jump in and tell you to have the best darn marriage possible. I mean, I don't really know you all that well, but, I don't know, you seem to have secret agent potential. Yeah, maybe your wife does too, I don't know. If I ever hold open auditions, I'll give you a call.
How the hell is this thing work? I just talking to this thing? You just want me to... hello? Hey there. Hey, is this Jimmy? You listening to me here? Wonderful. I heard you were getting hitched, son, and... Well, I know we don't know each other very well or nothing, but... Well, I just wanted to wish you luck on the whole marriage thing and the whole honeymoon on the moon. That's kind of poetic. I like that a lot. That's great. Reminds me of the one marriage that I had that didn't absolutely suck. I'm getting off topic. This isn't about me. It's about you, son. I just wanted to wish you well, and well, you have a lot of fun up there, and best of luck to you, and all the love to the wife as well. You know, how do you turn this thing off? Is there a button on this? How the hell do you turn this thing off? Hey there, Kappa Joe. I'm gonna cut right to the chase. You don't know me very well. I don't know you very well. I don't. But you know what I do know? The fact that you don't like the board. And I certainly don't like the board. So you know what? We got something in common. You know? Man the Kappa, Kappa the man, we got something in common. That leads me to respect you. You know what I mean? I respect you. I don't even know you that well, but you feel like a very respectable guy. You know what I mean? So, you know, best of luck on the marriage. Best of luck on all that stuff. You and... what's her name? I don't know. I don't know her. I don't even know you. Why am I even recording this? Whatever. I have respect. You know, I don't know you, but I don't need to know you to have respect for you. You know what I mean? So have a great wedding, all that stuff. Have fun up on the moon. It's going to be great. Just, you know, down with the board, you know? That's all I got to say. I'm out of here. I'm leaving. I'm going over here now.
Initiating congratulatory message for the wedding of Kaguya and Jimmy. Initiating greeting now. Marriage! Marriage is what brings us together today. Marriage, that blessed arrangement, that dream within a dream. Love, true love between these two. True love will follow you forever. So cherish your love. Message complete.
Hey, this is Tim.
Hey, this is Nick.
From Derailed Trains of Thoughts.
Congratulations, guys.
Yeah, it was a beautiful ceremony. We're really happy to be able to be here.
I love weddings. This is great.
Yeah, so wishing you all the best. May your love extend to the moon and back.
Awesome. I second that. Adios.
Bye-bye.
When Snazzy and I first met Jimmy from NASA, we had no idea that he would end up marrying Kaguya. Yeah, mostly because we hadn't been caught up on the plot at that point, but that's on us. True, but now that we do know, I'm sure we can all agree on one thing. That Kaguya marrying someone who's legally dead is kinda weird. Okay, two things. The other thing being that they will have many happy years ahead of them, barring some unforeseen plot twist that might separate them, which we hope doesn't happen. So congratulations to both of you. And remember, Kaguya, Jimmy really likes it when you mess around with the buttons in the control room. And no, that's not a euphemism.
Hey, Nate. Oh, it's such a pleasure to be here. Yeah, it's such a privilege to be here, witnessing this momentous occasion. These two people joining their lives together in blissful marriage. The bride was beautiful. Jimmy was, well, Jimmy. Jimmy, I've known you for quite a while now. You seem to have always pulled through in accomplishing my safe travels back and forth to the island and many, many others. And I'm sure you will safely guide her on this journey of marriage together. And Kaguya, I don't know you that well, but you are definitely a lovely person from everything Jess and Nate have told me. So I wish you both the best, And if I can give a quick word of advice to the newlyweds, communication is key to a successful marriage. So even in those moments when you feel that the other one is speaking a different language, or the words seem all garbled and indistinguishable, just persevere, and you will find that with hard work and grace and love, that you will be able to enjoy your lives, your new lives together. Happy wedding day!
Hey, I just want to say to Jimmy and Kagata to congratulate them on their wedding day.
Jacob and Ashley were coming with me, but the transporter messed up somehow, and while it got me here okay, it dropped both of them off in Hawaii for some reason. I'm going to have to get in touch with D-Lit on that to find out what happened there. Anyway, I did get in touch with them. They are safe. They are fine. They did tell me to extend a hearty congratulations to the happy couple, and I wish to do the same. So yeah, congratulations, Jimmy and Kaguya, on a wonderful marriage that we hope lasts for a very, very long time.
Hey to the happy couple! We're excited for you guys. Hey, look, I'm just gonna put this out there, put it out there. It's a real life thing. As you guys know, spent a lot of time on the island, just hanging out. I'm just telling you right now, Jimmy's pretty good in the kitchen. So I'm just saying, don't let him skimp out on doing some work in the kitchen for you. All right?
Also, we really hope you like the gift cards we gave you.
Yeah.
We spent the majority of the first 2 months of our wedding using all the gift cards people gave us, so we wanted to make sure that you had what you needed.
Word. Love you guys. Take it easy.
Hey, Jimmy and Kaguya. This is James. You guys know me from Tokyo, USA. I've guest starred before on Los Island Film Vault with our boy Nate. Guys, I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful marriage. Being married myself for 6 years, it's a fun journey. And that's sometimes you get wonderful daughters and kids out of it. Say hi.
Hi.
And guys, we hope you guys have a wonderful marriage, many blessings, and more to come.
Woof, 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 woof. Right? And makes you so happy as that.
Hey there, Jimbo. It's your old pal, Danny. Figured I would just take a couple seconds and be brief. I know that's hard for me, but I couldn't not say a couple nice things and just wish you the absolute best. I hope you have a wonderful honeymoon. I'm so happy for you. This is what you've always wanted, you know? And man, I'm so happy for you. I value you so much as a friend. I feel like we've got a real spiritual connection. You know what I mean? I don't know. Maybe that's a little too forward, but yeah, I'll be back on the show here soon, and you'll have to catch me up on everything that's been going on. I love you, man. You have an awesome, awesome honeymoon. Tell me how the moon is. I've always wondered.
A big thank you to everyone who let me interview them for that segment. I'm sure Jimmy and Kaguya will love it. If you'd like to send some congratulatory letters to the happy couple, email us at monsterislandfilmvault@gmail.com or listen to the credits for other ways to contact us. So, MIFV is now in the triple digits, baby! That's wild! Most podcasts never make it anywhere close to this milestone. And here we are. It's all because of you, Kaiju Lovers. I speak for all of us here when I say, from the bottom of our hearts, thank you. Support means the world to us. To me. But enough of the sappy stuff. We have more work to do, like the Patreon shout-outs! Danny Demana! Damanois! Our executive producer. The Cellcast! Eric Anderson! Winja Hiya! The Ninja! Christopher Reiner, the indiscreet one, or is it indiscreet? Please, I've been asking for a long time. How do you say it? What does it mean? I don't understand. Eli Harris, Jake Hambrick, Matt Walsh, but not that Matt Walsh. Jonathan Cartwright, Leon Campbell, Michael Watson, Edwin Gonzalez, Eric Pearl, and our newest patron just in time for episode 100, Sam Allred. And finally, oh, good Lord. I'm seeing spots. Okay, all right. Okay. Zen. Thank you for your concern, Jet. All right. All right. Whew. If you'd like to get shoutouts like this and other perks like early access to episodes, bonus audio, and my research notes and more, join MIFV Max on Patreon. Link in the show notes. You should always read the show notes. What's next for us? Our first post-milestone episode will be a Patreon pick, speaking of Patreon, from a first-time selector. And for any of you listeners with attitude hearing this, it'll be a Power Trip reunion. Andrew Winja, hiya, the ninja, has sponsored a discussion of a handful of episodes of Power Rangers Time Force called Clash for Control. It features the first appearance of the Quantum Ranger and his Zord, the Q-Rex. But to make it even more interesting, this will be the original uncensored versions of the episodes. What does that mean? Listen to find out. Oh, and my Power Trip co-host Michael Blue Streak Ranger Hamilton will be joining us. Then Jimmy and Kaguya return from their honeymoon and we get back to the world tour. We go to Denmark for an episode that's been demanded by MIFV's executive producer Damon Noyes for years. Reptilicus is silly, but it really illustrates... Okay, I'll spare you the rest of the rap. It's a good thing it took a while because now Kaiju fans can see the notorious Danish musical version thanks to a new 4K from Vinegar Syndrome. Damon and I will be discussing both the US and Danish versions. Until we meet again, Jet, cue the credits. Thank you for listening to MIFV episode 100, Fantasy Monster Island, starring Nathan Marchand as MIFV Nate, Daniel DeManna as Ricky Becker, Dr. Dante Dorff, the old janitor, Kappa Joe, Nigel, and Rex Dart Eskimo Spy. Damon Noyes as Raymond Martin, Gary Stewart, Viras, Kevin Gomera, and Rushbot. Rebecca Olivia Hodges as Young Ichiro and Kaguya. Joe Metter as himself. Nate Chen as Reverend Mifune. And featuring Jimmy from NASA as himself. With special appearances by Autistic Lizard Productions, Timothy Deal, Dallas and Celeste Mora, Drew Dodgen, Nick Hayden, James Santana, and Becky Beck Smith. Story script written and directed by Nathan Marchand. Riff script written by Nathan Marchand, Jared Marchand, Joe Metter, and Joy Metter, with contributions from Damon Noyes, Edwin Gonzalez, Daniel DeManna, and Sam Allred. Riff segment edited by Nick Adam of The Monster Report. Theme song written and performed by Daniel DeManna. Additional music included tracks by David Feslian and Cute Kid / Monster Fight by Kumio Miyachi. MIFV is produced and hosted by Nate Marchand. Our executive producer is Damon Noyes. If you want to be heard on the show, we'd love to hear from you. So email us at monsterislandfilmvault@gmail.com. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, and TikTok. You can also follow Jimmy from NASA on Twitter and our many colorful characters using the links in the show notes, which are on our website, MonsterIslandFilmVault.com. Don't forget to join our official Facebook group and Discord server, The Markalite Lounge. Our podcast logo was designed by Rebecca Hudgens. Follow her on Twitter and Instagram at super_R_illustrations. Sound effects sourced from freesound.org and created by JP Gant. Our theme song is Wanderer on the Offensive, live edit by B33J, Sarax, Juan Madrono, and Nonsensical Lexus, which is a remix of Counterattack and The Opened Way by Koatani from Shadow of the Colossus. Additional music includes Every Country Has a Monster, performed by Jonah Ray, and Chant My Name, a cover by Second Archive of the song by Masaki Endo. All film and audio clips belong to their respective copyright holders, and no infringement is intended or implied. Please rate and review us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and or Podchaser to spread the word about the show. You can even support us by joining MIFV Max on Patreon. MIFV is a Moonlighting Ninjas media production and a proud member of Pod Nation. Welcome to Triple Digits, baby! Sayonara!